Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caracol. We're exploring one of Belize's oldest archaeological sites, only a couple miles away from Guatemala, and we're going to be taking you guys on the journey with us. So let's go. Caracol is the largest Mayan archaeological site in all of Belize, as it had a population of over 100,000 people. Located in the heart of the Chiquibul Rainforest Reserve and only minutes away from the Guatemala border, Caracol is approximately a 2-hour drive from San Ignacio and about 3.5 hours from Belize City. And the Temple Kana at Caracol currently holds the title for the tallest building in the entire country. Caracol was not only large, but it was also powerful, as it defeated Cadle in 562 AD and also Naranjo in 631 AD. Caracol is home to many different animal species, and you're guaranteed to see them, like the howler monkeys up in the trees when you're climbing the temples, or the spider monkeys when you're walking right along the path through the rainforest. With most of the Mayan temples across Belize, you'll notice that the steps of them are rather large and wide apart. And one of the main reasons for this is terracing. Terracing aids in the prevention of erosion and also protecting the structural integrity of the temples. You'll also notice that the rooms in the temples are quite small. They will normally only have a bed inside, and this is not only because the Mayans were fairly short, but because most of the activities took place outside. Unlike now in the modern day where we have TVs and computers inside of our bedroom, most of the working, trade, and entertainment took place outside. Therefore, the Mayans didn't spend much time inside their rooms except when to sleep. The main temples, such as the Temple Kana, were reserved for the elites. These were the temples special for the kings or the high priests, giving them such a high vantage point where they can be able to overlook the city or address the population if they needed to from such a high height. Aside from war, Caracol also used to engage in trading with neighboring sites, such as Cajalpech and Xanantanich. The Mayans mainly used limestone when building, and one of the most interesting things to witness was how precise the Mayans were when creating and erecting these complex buildings. And keep in mind, this is a time before modern technology or even the use of the wheel. And what's even more impressive is that these structures have remained intact despite being overgrown and unexcavated for years. It is important to note that there isn't any service at Caracol, nor are there any shops or restaurants nearby. Therefore, it's recommended that you bring your water, food, or snacks along with you to prepare for the entire day. One of my favorite parts about Caracol was getting to see the aguadas. The aguadas were basically reservoirs that the Mayas created in the ground to collect water for them to use. The Mayas created these aguadas themselves, and they can be found at different points across Caracol. And what's even more interesting to see is that these aguadas are still functional and are still collecting water in them to this day. Caracol is also home to dozens of different stelas that were found at the site, each with different inscriptions highlighting a point in history, and all of them keeping record of what life is like during that time. And they're all on display for tourists to witness for themselves. If you're ever looking for an adventurous journey, you should definitely consider taking a trip to Caracol. It's a great place to not only learn about history, but to also witness history still unfolding in front of your very eyes. if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to see where we travel to next. Deuces.